Hey everyone, good to see everyone again. Today our video lesson is going to be about the shoebill. So the shoebill is a type of bird, and it actually gets described as a shoebill stork, and it has a few other names as well, but like wellhead, but the shoebill is actually not part of the stork family. It's in a different classification all its own. Shoebills are native to Africa, all the way from Sudan to Zimbabwe. They prefer to live in a marshy area, and that is where they spend their life in more of a wet climate. A lot of their land, their habitat is being used for farming and things like that, and forest deforestation, and also with the pet trade. So these animals are considered to be in decline with population. That means that there's not as many of them as there once were. Shoebills love to eat frogs and fish, but they also will eat small mammals and even young crocodiles. They have an unusual way of hunting. They will plunge or fall on their prey, and their beaks are super, super sharp. They have a point at the end like a hook, and that's how they catch their prey. These birds are also very, very large. They're about 4 to almost 5 feet in height, and they are the most silent birds. They have the moniker of statue bird, just because they do stand still for so long, because they are a predator. So that's how they catch their prey. Also, another interesting fact is the males and the females look a lot alike, and they both take care of the young. When their eggs get too hot in the sun, they will pour water from their beak onto their eggs to help them cool off. So that is some information about our shoebill. I am going to go ahead and get us started on drawing this magnificent bird from our wetlands of Africa. All right, guys. So we're going to start out with 2 circles, one kind of a medium size, one really small, and then an egg shape for the body. So let's do our egg shape first. See. It's not a very good egg shape. We'll work with it though. We're going to work with that. Let's see. Then we're going to do another one. It's the best thing about art is you can make your drawings work. You can do it. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same, because mine isn't exactly the same as the way the steps, the guides that I'm using to create these. So that's perfectly fine. And if you want to even, you could look up a real actual picture of a shoebill or of an ostrich or any of the other animals that we have done, and you can try and draw it from that. This is just a great way to help with your strengthening your muscles in your hands, because you're having to do all the different shapes for drawing and the coloring. So just have fun with this, guys. This is all this is for. This is supposed to be just fun, okay? All right, so we're going to do our next circle up here. It's a little bit bigger than this circle. Let's see, I'm going to make that more of a circle. There we go. All right. Now the next part, we are going to be working on the bill of this shoebill. So when you think of a shoe shape, that's what its bill is kind of shaped like, okay? So we're going to draw like this. We're going to come off of this circle and kind of make like a shoe shape. Let's see. I'm going to clean that up just a little bit. There we go. It looks kind of weird, huh? There we go. I'm gonna come down just a little bit more. I'm gonna get rid of that little top line. Let's see. I'm gonna have to pull it down. Sorry, guys. My pencil's not fitting underneath there. I'm not getting the right shape. So I'll get this drawn real quick, and then I will get it put back under there for you guys to see what it looks like. There we go. All right, that's easier. There we go. All right. So it's kind of like a shoe. And then we're going to do the thighs of this bird. And we're going to do one. So we have it right here. We're going to have a little just a little spot. So I'm going to draw it first and you'll be able to see it. It'll be probably easier. There we go. And then we're going to have one that's like a rounded triangle that's going to come down and then go back up, okay? Because our bird's legs are kind of going like that, like he's walking like this front leg, this back leg, okay? All right, our next spot, our next spot that we're going to work on is they got these little hair feathers on the top of their heads. So we're going to put those. I'm going to have to pull my drawing down again. I'm so sorry, guys. It almost looks like a crown on the back of its head with just 2 points, okay? All right, so those are his feathers. Now we're going to work on the tail of this bird. So I made this a little bit larger, and that's actually going to work to our benefit. So we're going to come off of this part on the back of that, of our egg shape. We're going to come down right here, and we're going to make our feathers. We're just going to come right back up to that egg shape, okay? Sorry, my lines aren't as clean. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to work on the leg, on this front leg right here. And this leg is going to have a line that comes down. Then we're going to go parallel to those lines right there. We're going to have a little bend in it. And then we'll bring this line down too. And then the foot on this thing, this little guy, we're going to have a little piece that comes, like a little toe that comes out like that. We're going to have a little toe that comes out like that. A little toe that comes out like that. And then another toe like that. Right, and that's him so far. All right. Our next thing we're going to work on is our leg that's coming out back here. And this one's going to be a little bit easier. Let's see, just for reference. We got a toe that goes out there, toe that comes out front, another toe that comes out front, and then the side toe. All right. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to draw in the eye, and our eye is up here. And these birds usually look pretty grumpy, so we can make this guy look a little grumpy. We're going to draw his eye, maybe a little line coming down. And we're also going to be working on our beak at this time. Your beak, so from this part of the beak, go up and underneath the eye and down. We're going to erase this right here. So it's okay if it erases that line. It's no big deal. We're just going to continue it underneath the eye and down, just to show his character of him. And we're going to draw in the neck. So you're going to go from the back of your circle, and follow it to that other circle right here. And then we're going to use this as a reference for our neck. So we're going to bring our neck in and then down. Okay. Now we can erase these lines right here. Give him more of a birdie shape. And these guys are like a bluish gray almost. All right, now we're going to draw in the wings. Our wing is going to start about here where our egg shape was. We're going to go right below that mark where we had erased, and we're going to draw their wings. And they're just some roughly little feathers all the way down. There we go. And then we're going to draw a line on our beak to show that he's got a mouth. All right. So that is your Shoebill. It is one of the quietest birds. It is the statue bird. Lives in the wetlands of Africa. So maybe you're going to want to draw some lily pads, or maybe you're going to draw some water. Maybe you want to look up what a young one looks like and you can draw that instead. Totally up to you guys. Thank you again for joining me for our Shoebill drawing. I hope you enjoyed the facts, and I will see you next time when we are meeting for the videos for Asia, probably. So this is my last video for Africa. All right, guys, have a great day.